A disturbing find has been made on one of the world's most remote islands, which is off the coast of Brazil. Geologists made the discovery of bizarre new plastic rocks. Plastic rocks on the world's most remote location. How is that possible? Scientists have made a disturbing find on one of the world's most remote islands. Plastic rocks made up of discarded rubbish from the ocean. Geologist Fernanda Avilar Santos made the upsetting discovery on Trinidad Island, an isolated volcanic outcrop that lies some 680 miles off of the coast of Brazil. The weird rocks were predominantly made up of the remnants of fishing nets, researchers found, but also included other plastics like bottles and other forms of household waste. Ms. Santos, who is based in the Universidade Federal de Panara in Curitiba, Brazil, first stumbled across the blue-green plastic deposits while visiting Trinidad in 2019 to conduct doctoral research on geological risks like erosion and landslides. She returned to the island late last year to collect more samples of the rock for in-depth analysis back in the laboratory. Analysis revealed that they were made by adding plastic waste into the regular geologic processes that have made the Earth's rocks for billions of years. Along with her colleagues, Ms. Santos was able to classify the plastic rocks from Trinidad into one of various types. These included plastiglomerates, which are similar to conglomerate-based sedimentary rock, and pyroplastics, which are similar to clastic rocks, those composed of broken rather than rounded pieces of older rock. Amazing. Now the team even developed a whole new category, plastistone, homogeneous debris with a smooth and silky surface similar to that of melted plastic, which they described as being comparable to rocks deposited by lava flows. Ms. Santos told AFP, we concluded that human beings are now acting as a geological agent, influencing processes that were previously natural, like rock formation. It fits in with the idea of the Anthropocene, which scientists are talking about a lot these days, the geological era of human beings influencing the planet's natural processes. This type of rock-like plastic will be preserved in the geological record and mark the Anthropocene. Ms. Santos described the remote tropical island of Trinidad, which takes 3-4 days to reach by boat from Brazil, as being like a paradise. She said it's marvelous, so it was all the more horrifying to find something like this and on one of the more ecologically important beaches. Trinidad, I'm sorry, I pronounced it Trinidad before, it's Trinidad, serves as a refuge for various species, including the endangered green sea turtle, which uses the island as its main nesting site in Brazil, and the humpback whale, which uses the outcrop as a nursery. The island is also the home of 2 breeding seabirds, the great frigate bird species Frigata minor nicoli and the lesser frigate bird species F. ariel trinitatis, and the only Atlantic breeding site of the Trinidad petrel. In fact, the only human presence on the isolated paradise is a scientific research center and a small settlement in the north of the island, Enseada dos Portugueses, which supports a 32-strong garrison of the Brazilian Navy. Ms. Santos fears that as the rocks erode, they will leach microplastic particles into the environment and harm the island's precious ecosystem. Researchers have identified plastic rock formations in other sites previously, including in Britain, Hawaii, Italy, and Japan, going back as early as 2014. But Trinidad's remoteness makes the discovery of plastic rocks there something else entirely. The island, Ms. Santos says, is the most pristine place that I have ever seen. Seeing how vulnerable it is to the trash contaminating our oceans show how pervasive the problem is worldwide. Ms. Santos is now planning to make plastic rocks the main focus of her research. The full findings of the study were published in the journal Marine Pollution Bulletin. And this is by Ian Randall on Express UK. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box